Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of A's Homestead. My name is Derek, and today we're going to be discussing animals on the homestead. Hashtag purpose or pet. I was invited to do a collaboration along with A Homestead Hustle and a bunch of other channels, and hopefully you're watching this from that, and we're going to get right into this, so let's go. So if you were a viewer of my channel last year about this time, you might remember that we did a video up here by the pond. And I was introducing some new animals that I had on the homestead back then. So I'll show you a picture of them right here. Okay, so unfortunately, over the winter, those two little ducks met this guy right here. And well, as you can guess, it didn't end so well for the ducks. And so needless to say, there's no more ducks on the pond. So other than that, mainly right now, I just have, well, I don't have the ducks anymore. So right now, really, I just have dogs on the property. And those are more for protection and theft and that kind of stuff, and pets. But we're in the process of getting stuff ready for animals on the homestead. So let's go out here and we'll talk some more. Okay, now we're out here by the field, and eventually, let me take you down here so you can see a little bit better, but eventually there is a sort of a driving path that goes straight out through the field right here, just a little ways up from the end. Eventually that left side right there, I want to fence that in and put some pigs right there. I want to raise enough pigs for my own consumption, also for some gifting over the holidays. I want to gift some meat to family and friends and stuff like that, and then possibly sell some on top of that and make some extra money for the homestead. Now, everything from where this path is up is going to get fenced in. So all that up there is going to get fenced in for some beef cattle production. So that's my goal. Raise a couple of pigs up there on this top side, raise some pigs down here on this bottom, and there's going to be some chickens and stuff probably over here somewhere. But I have a lot of wild animals running around this property, and one of the main ones that I'm worried about is this one right here. Okay, so I'm pretty sure you can see why I would be worried about that. But then I also have that fisher that I showed you earlier. I also have coyotes. I also have raccoons. I also have skunks. I have hawks. I have eagles. I pretty much have almost every predator that you can think of, other than a grizzly bear and a shark. I don't have either one of those two, but I do have a pond. So maybe we could put a shark in the pond. Okay, anyhow. Just kidding. There's no shark going in my pond. I can just see that now. The Game Commission, the Fish Commission will be here in no time wanting to check my pond for sharks. So no ponds going in the shark, or no sharks going in the pond. Whew, I'll get that right sooner or later. So Fish Commission, Game Commission, you're good. You don't have to worry about coming and checking up on me. So yeah, that's the goal, is to eventually get to where we're raising, I'm thinking somewhere in the like 5 to 10 range is what I want to raise for cows. And then probably about the same down there for pigs. And then some chickens for egg production, and probably some sort of a rotation somewhere out here for meat chickens. And the reason why I want to do that, at least, I don't know about any of the rest of you, but I really want to know where my food's coming from. and what's in my food. Like, I don't want a bunch of antibiotics and a bunch of chemicals put into my cow to make my cow get bigger quicker so that somebody somewhere can make more profit off of the weight of that cow. That's not what I'm looking for. I want good quality meat. That's what I'm looking for. Good quality meat. That's why I want to get to the point where I'm raising my own up here. Now, for the past couple of years since I moved onto this homestead, the fields have been in pretty bad shape. There was a lot of weeds. There was a lot of little brush and stuff that was growing in the field and stuff like that. I've gotten a lot of that stuff out, and just from mowing it. And if you watch at the end here, I'll link a video where I started just doing the brush hogging and stuff like that. Right now, I try and brush hog these fields at least 3 times every summer, and that sort of helps keep the weeds out and get it to where it's mainly just grass and stuff growing again. Like if you look here, this is some good grass. Like, that's good stuff to have. And you can see there's some clover and stuff down in there also. That's all good stuff to have. So that's my goal, is to get everything turned around here and get it growing good. Right now the plan is probably next year, either in the spring or sometime throughout the summer, to get all the fencing and stuff done here for the cows. And then hopefully by the next year at the absolute latest, we'll have cows on the farm. Pigs, not so sure on them. I don't know when they're gonna come. Sometime soon. I'd really like to get the pigs going too. So who knows, maybe the pigs will be here next year. But if you like this kind of content and you want to see like setting up the infrastructure, the fencing, some sort of shelter for them, that kind of stuff, and actually starting to get the animals onto the homestead, and you're thinking about doing that yourself, hey, think about subscribing to the channel and follow me on my journey. We're gonna get there. It's gonna take a little bit of time, but that's okay. We're gonna get there. So like I said, cows, pigs, chickens somewhere, and I already have lots of wild animals on the property running around. So there's none out right this second though. But usually the lower field back in the back here, right behind that pine tree right there, there's a food plot right there. So normally this time of night, there'd be a bunch of deer out there in that field feeding. There's not right now because I'm standing out here talking. So as soon as I walk in the house, though, give it like 5 minutes and they'll be out there eating in the field, hanging out. So hey, let me know in the comments down below what sort of animals you're thinking about for on your homestead, or say you don't have a homestead but you're thinking about a homestead, or thinking about eventually wanting to get to where you have a homestead. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know, what sort of animals are you hoping to get onto your homestead whenever you do get to that point? Or I don't know, if you don't ever think that that's going to happen and you're never going to get a homestead, then just let me know, like, if you had a homestead, what sort of animals would you like to get for your homestead and raise? Like, what would you like to see a channel raise when you have, this field's roughly, I want to say it's 17 acres total just in this field right here. Now when you take out the food plot and stuff like that, and then there's a section out there in the center that I don't mow, I leave that for the wildlife, because that's my goal, is to try and have wildlife and my farm animals all living in the same spot or on the same territory. I don't know, maybe it's a bad idea. If it is, let me know in the comments down below, but I don't know. We're gonna try it. We're gonna see how this works. I like to hunt too much to not have wildlife here too. So sorry if that offends you, but yeah, so that center right there, I let grow. I'm just letting it do its own thing. Mother Nature's just working on that section. She has that section right there that she's doing, and then out over there in the woods, there's another section that we don't go in. We try and keep all humans out of that section. That section is strictly for the deer and the bears and whatever else is living up there. We just sort of leave it alone. We try not to go in there and bother them. That's their area. So that's the same way with that area back there in the middle of the field. It's their area. I try not to bother it too much. So, all right, so if you came here from another channel and you're just hanging out because you're watching this collaboration, all the videos in this collaboration, I appreciate it. Thank you. Please consider hitting that like button, click subscribe, share this video with your friends. And if you're a new subscriber or you're even an older subscriber, hey, I appreciate it. Thank you. And we'll catch you on the next episode. Have a good day.